All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from. So, welcome to today's Stratos Community AMA, coming to you with a splash of the summer. I hope everyone is enjoying your summer, having a great time, whether you're tuning in from the beach, the park, or just enjoying a cold drink at home. We're very thrilled to have you here. And like always, today we're just all gathering up together with our lovely Stratos community to share some latest update with you and also discuss together that what are our next plans within our ecosystem. So let's all dive in and soak up with some knowledge together. So to just kick off the Q&A sessions, we would like to invite our founder, Bin, to start by giving you all a quick recent update. I am sure that all of you have been following our news and a partnership announcement closely. So I'll pass the floor to Bin to give you all a general update and a welcome remark. Please, Bin, go ahead.
Thank you, Claire. And for the partnership, maybe Claire can give you update after I give you the update for the project. As you know, the team is working behind the scene every day very hard. And right now, actually, we're not only focused on to work on the business side, for the business user, AI project or any traditional project corporate with them. Right now, we also more dedicated on end users, consumers. So Claire already showed some photos or screenshot of our Stratos Drive, and that one is almost there in our test network. When the test network is done, we will move them to main network. Then we probably will test it for several weeks. If it's all good, we will release that version to everyone who can download the application and to use it for free. That's one. With the Drive, is available for everyone to download files, and then we will release something like the decentralized YouTube. Okay, people can use Drive to upload their content, and that content, if they share that content to allow that content to be shared to everyone, then that content will be listed on our video website, and that the other people can watch video on the website directly. And that will also go to that our feature, share to earn, right? It depends who upload the videos. If that video is viewed many times, they generate a lot of traffic, that wallet owner will get incentive based on the share to earn feature. So Drive and videos, decentralized video website is our two important product for end users, for communities. At the meantime, we also work on the fully IPFS integration. That's also important feature, because when we talk to a lot of potential users, especially when we were in Toronto conference last week, there's some users, they already using the IPFS, and they pay for the IPFS. And we told them, if it's possible, actually, when this feature is done, they don't need to change any code, they just change the link, then they can start using us instead of any IPFS cluster. Actually, based on the current size of Stratos network, we have about 900 nodes. We have about, how many? 12 or 20 petabyte storage. Actually, this size is much bigger than any of the IPFS cluster. Actually, if we support IPFS transparently, actually, we are the biggest IPFS cluster. We will use this way to attract a lot of IPFS users, and we will give them much better, not only performance, also the price, because they pay a lot for IPFS. So that's the third one. We want to attract the end user or some other business users. Yeah, this is the recent update. Claire, maybe you can talk about some partnership in your end.
Sure. So I guess as a lot of you has been noticing that during the summer since our last community AMA, we have we have launched a few like very exciting partnerships, almost close to 10 from different sectors, and we really appreciate everyone's enthusiasm about our partnerships. So like there are still a lot of exciting developments in the pipeline. I think like shaking hands with those other projects are also very important. We still have a good lineup of upcoming like partners to be announced in the following months as well. Some notably, I would like to like touch base on to share a little more in details is that typically the partnerships are really like built more for a long-term goal. For example, that with one of our partner, BitDoctor.ai, they're really working towards to revolutionize the whole healthcare industry. So we really quickly established our partnership from the very beginning when they realized how Stratos decentralized storage can actually help them to securely store their sensitive healthcare data, but the actual implementation process probably be much longer than we expected because there are a lot of the compliance and also data sensitivities where we need to really work with them together. However, we are very excited to see users or business and projects and builders coming from different sectors actually show the interest and the necessities of using Stratos decentralized storage. That's some of the detail that I'm able to kind of share with everyone to get a feel about how do we work with those partners in regards not only becoming a partner but actually supporting them in terms of integrate our decentralized storage, but the length is hard to really expect the timeline. Other than that, we are also actively participating into some of the partners Twitter space focusing on whether AI big data or DPN situations. We also participated in the Canada's largest blockchain conference last week in Toronto. Although this is definitely a tough season for everybody in the space, but we're actually quite proud to see that Strato is one of the few infrastructure builder and projects that are still very actively developing and attending among all the other projects in Toronto. So definitely I think with all the hard works and the upcoming important product released, we do can expect another exciting kind of times ahead for all of us, and that's pretty much the quick update that I would like to share from my side. I think next we can just open up the floor to everyone who want to raise any questions. Like always, you can just raise the hand. I can just pull you up and invite you to speak. If not, I do have a list of questions that we gathered already that I can also go through that list and ask Bin to answer them individually as well. So if you have any questions right now among our audience, please feel free to raise your hand. We want to have this interactive session with you. Well, maybe someone is still getting ready to ask the first questions. Bin, I do have my list ready, so I probably would just post the first question. So I think our community is very curious about what is the current status about the Stratos regarding the Stratos to Osmosis Bridge, and how do you think that's going to benefit Stratos in general?
Yeah, actually, we're almost there. We cooperate with one of our validators, the services. We cooperate with them. They provide us some service to us, and we already got the token ready. We just didn't we just didn't build the pool yet, and I think we will do it very soon, in a week or two. And yeah, that's it. Everything is ready. Just tested some cases before we do it. Yeah, the code is there, everything ready. We just found the day to build that pool.
Great. That's a very positive response. And following that, do we have any update in regards to the development of the decentralized computing and database part? And what is the timeline for that? Maybe you can elaborate as much as you can.
Yeah, actually the team is working on the decentralized database right now, and our database is supported traditional data or AI data. AI data we call vector data. So our database could support both, and any people they call AI database, we could be part of that. And the team is working on the behind. We are working on the test network mode, and but to be honest, based on the current marketing situation, we will get ready. Even we get ready today, we won't push that database component to be live now. But we're still working on that. We want to find the good moment when we push it and announce that. Yeah, that's an update. And that AI database also, we want more features. It's not only working for the AI database, we also want to use this database to find more scenario, more people can play with that. Is anyone in the future probably we also think how to connect to current our wallet. For example, right now our Stratos Drive can connect to the wallet. Maybe in the future we also want to fund the entrance. The wallet can be connected to the database. Not only business user, maybe individual user, they also can save some simple scheme of the data like the key value store and something else. So the conclusion is the team get the test network almost there. We finish at least 70-80%. It's done. And but even it's done, we're just waiting for the moment to announce that, and not in the current situation. Yeah, that's an update. Thank you. Yeah, for the computing power, computing network, and after database network is done, we will move those resources and the team members to work on the computing. Right now, yeah, it's next. We didn't start yet. We have idea. We already got something in there, but we just didn't start it yet for the computing network. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Bin, for the transparency. And next question is, are there any plans to make like a simple out-of-the-box software for mining that could work on Windows system too? Something like download, install, enter wallet seed phrase, and click just start mining. Basically, it's like a one-click mining software.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit hard. And we implement the current wallet, the people, they can use application, it doesn't matter what kind of platform, Linux, iOS or Windows, but for the mining machine, could you run on Windows? That will be a little bit hard, but people can, you can install your virtual machine on your Windows, then you can run the mining code in your virtual machine. So in this case, actually, it could be supported in the Windows, but still, sometimes, the Windows server is not as stable as the Linux servers. And sometimes the Windows will force your computer, it shut down for the update, or because of any reason, they will shut down in the maintenance mode. Actually, if you really run your mining node on that Windows, sometimes if Windows reason they shut down your servers, actually you will receive some penalty, right? Because you shut down your server without the right behaviors. So that's why we still didn't move on that side. Yeah, if you want some script to very easy to install the node, and then you can serving the people's. This is if you really want to the Strato network as stable as possible, we need to make sure each node is very healthy and very stable, right? So that's the reason we still didn't support the Windows. But later on, if we implement the other application, something like external network around the Strato network, maybe we can call edge storage. In that part, we don't worry about some data or some node could be closed or be shut down unexpectedly. In the edge side, maybe we could support it's not only Linux or Windows, but we will consider that part. So yeah, that's the other thing probably in the future we will do. The Strato network will be called storage network. Then we could implement the edge network around the core network. So more people, they cannot run the core network, but at least they can participate in the edge network. Yeah, in that part, we definitely could support the Windows system. Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Next question is, when Stratos name services are supposed to be launched, or are we planning to launch Stratos name services?
Yeah, we have third party to discuss about that. Their third party there implement the naming services for a lot of different public channel. And there are two ways. We can work with us and we can give them some grant. They can run the naming services on Stratos, or we do by ourselves. But before we do that, we really need to think about that. Because for naming services, for most of the blockchain naming services, they just give the alien name, some name you like to replace your wallet address right now, something like ETH. But when we do that, we just don't want using that naming service to replace the wallet address. We want to think about it more. It means, okay, for example, the decentralized video website, right? So when they show you, and maybe you could have your own domain, subdomain, right? Okay, I have my wallet address, but I also want to support to define my own subdomain, so the other people, they can so easy to remember me when they go to the website, want to check any content under my account, check in any music under my account. They don't need to know my wallet. They just type in my name. That's one. Also, if some people they want to share the content, they probably also want to some subdomain. So that subdomain could be the same as your name, as your wallet name, or something else. We really want to think about that. So our naming service probably will be a little bit more complicated than just convert your wallet ID address to a name. So that's why we didn't start yet. We really want to work on the drive, working on the video website first, then we will know what's the real requirement if for the content creator, what's the real requirement. Probably when we start to try the product, then we understand, which is will be real requirement, which probably will be fake requirement. Then we can work on the naming services. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. For the next question is, will separate requirements be formulated for computing and database resource nodes, or existing requirements would be applicable?
Yeah, it really depends on the power of the current computing. It really depends on the how powerful of your mining node. I mean, for sure, the database node and will acquire much more memories. But right now, for the current mining node, we didn't ask so much. And also for the database node, we also probably need better performance. Disk probably not that big, but we probably need a little bit better SSD disk. So the requirement and specification could a little bit different, but if your node already strong enough, we won't stop you to install, for example, the storage node, SDS, or maybe we call the other one database node in the same server or in the same mining node. It's fine, but just your node need to be qualified for the specification. So also it's possible you could create a new node. Yeah, some for SDS or some for database. So in the end, we don't ask you must create the separate node for the different component. But if you want to put them together, at least you need to make sure your node is qualified for the new specifications. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Phil, for explaining this. We can see that the miner community is probably also eager to continuing participating into the computing and database part. And for next question is related to tokenomics. So when is it planned to present a draft of the updated tokenomics that would including functioning computing and database resources node, or separate calculation as in the user charges section of the current versions of tokenomics?
Yeah, this is a very good question, actually, and also very hard questions. We'll think about that for a long time. We will continue to using ozone concept. You know, the ozone is really stick to the traffic, right? It's how much data you upload, how much data you download. But you think about the database. When you save your data in the database, it's also relevant to traffic, relevant to size of the data, right? The ozone concept still works there. So we will still stick on the ozone. So, but the new tokenomic, or maybe plug-in tokenomic to support the database or computing powers, is not mature, right? And we are discussing internally every week, every month. But it's also dependent on how test network of the database works. We want to try at the beginning, probably there are even no tokens at the beginning, we just want to try it out. Then we will find the best plan for the database, and eventually we will add the new parts of the database economic to merge to the current tokenomics. Yeah, we will try. It's something like, the Arwave, right? They have Arwave AR, and then they launch their streaming computing network, and then eventually they said, okay, they have new token AO. I mean, we probably won't follow them, but just let you know, yeah, they will also take a lot of time to think about what's the best tokenomic for the community, and what's the best tokenomic suitable for the new network to join. Yeah. So right now we really don't have any mature plan to explore to you guys, and still inside under the discussion processing right now. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, and we'll definitely keep the community updated in terms of any decisions regarding the revised tokenomics for the best interest of the whole project. That's the questions that I have gathered from communities. Are there anyone else from the audience that would like to come up and raise your questions or simply just exchange perspectives and ideas with us? Please feel free. At the same time, Bin, I know like this week we started to sharing a bit more sneak peek of our Stratos Drive. And I think this is definitely a long awaited applications of Stratos that are actually being able to provide services to individual users. So maybe you can share a little bit more information and plans in regards to the Stratos Drive.
Sure. I think that our drive is very similar like the job of drive. So we really want to attract more people. The people is not only in crypto world. We want to attract two people who don't understand cryptos also try to using us. And that means we will give a lot of people to use this Stratos Drive for free. So how make it for free? Maybe you think, can they pay fees or can they do something? No. So we will have some grant program. We will launch some grant program. It means if you download our applications, you will have a chance inside the drive, you click the button, you click on something, you can claim. I want to get some free ozone. Okay, here you will get some free ozone, not free stores. Because if we give you the free stores, some people, they can do manually by script, or they can gather a lot of free stores that they can sell, or they can do something. But when you get the free ozone, you can download the files. You can use ozone for free. But meanwhile, because ozone is not allowed to trading, and you cannot send your ozone from one wallet to the other one. So you will get free ozone, or you don't use it, it's fine. But if you use it, okay. If you really want to create 10 wallet, 100 wallet, you can get 100 times more ozone, but it's fine. You cannot collect them together, and you cannot convert that ozone to stores. So we will using our foundation tokens to convert to a lot of ozone to anyone who have the application to claim that. Probably each of the user who claim that they will get 10 gigs to 20 gigs free storage size. And this is something similar like Google Drive, right? When you have the Google Drive, probably you get 5 gigs or 10 gigs free space. And for Stratos, you can get 10 to 20 gigs free space. So you can try. If you use it a lot, it's fine. We will implement more program. I really like this decentralized drive, and you already use out 10 gigs or 20 gigs free space, and we will do the next step. Probably you can send some tags, or you can promote us on Twitter. Okay, you send a tweet, you have our tags, maybe those or other unique tweet about Stratos, and you will get extra ozone to be deposited to your wallet, Drive wallet, and you can continue to use it. We really want to use it this way to attract more people, especially it's not only Stratos holders, you also can introduce, our community also can introduce this drive to your family, to your friends. You can download the application, you can try it out. It's purely free, it's purely decentralized. And we really want to use this way to acquire more people. Working with KOL, working with marketing team is one way to get more people participate. I think this is a different way to give free service to more people. This is a different way to gather the users. And when they feel this is a good one, eventually we want to them convert to could purchase those directly, or they could be Stratos holder, or in the future they want to be part of the network to be the miner of Stratos. Yeah, that's the strategy we want to attend. Yeah. Maybe I talk too details, actually, because we will using our the marketing channels to do that step by step. Maybe today I explore too much, but this is the way we want to attract more traditional user to use it. Thank you, Claire.
These are definitely some juicy details our community members are looking forward to hear. And also, just to add a little bit on top of that, we're definitely preparing different campaigns to actually launch Stratos Drive, and then having different theme for people to actually use it and share their experiences of Stratos Drive. So just stay tuned, and if you have any suggestions or type of campaigns you would like to see, feel free to share your thoughts in our Telegram community chat as well. I also now saw questions in regarding to the NVIDIA program. Bin, could you maybe just share a little bit more about that? I think the community has some questions about it, the progress, the status of it.
Yeah, since we already joined that program, actually NVIDIA, sometimes they invite us to join their conference, and also they give us the new list, the CUDA, program update. They even share the best offer of the GPUs, because in the end of last year, when we want to join the NVIDIA program, we think probably we will work on the computing power, and which is include the GPUs. But after we reconsider the market situations, and we also participate or partner with a lot of the GPU, decentralized GPU training project, we realize actually that GPU to training AI already very crowded. A lot of people, a lot of projects already participate that. I think probably that is not the best way. We also only open to the GPU or contain the GPU at the moment. So we realize, so many projects in there, and actually most of the GPU mining project performance is not very stable. They jump, then they drop a lot, and only one or two top project, it looks okay, but if you check their mining details, and most of the GPU still running empty, there's not much things to do. So that's why we more want to dedicate to data. Okay, the data we realize actually when we talk to the GPU, so we realize, okay, for the decentralized GPU project, the mining power is not a big problem. Actually, the most challenge is how to get the valuable, a good quantity and the quality of the data to train the GPU, to let the GPU to train the models. So then we go back to think, one, storage is still very important for AI infrastructures. We will continue to dedicate on that. The second thing is training the AI model is very expensive because GPU is expensive. So instead, we compete with other for the GPUs. Why not we start working on the AI database first? Because the Stratos decentralized database could use as AI database as well. So if project A, they use the same data, already trained the AI, they get the result in the vector database, that data could be reused or be sold to the second project, which can save a lot of money to using the GPUs. So okay, already GPU project there, so we postpone the computing power, computing network component, and promote the decentralized database. So that's the whole story behind the scene. That's the consideration done internally, and that's also the main reason. Okay, we decide to start the database component before the computing network. Also because all this reason, so right now we kind of don't need much NVIDIA program because we don't need much their pseudo program, so their current program, and we don't need to keep follow-ups the new list, their GPUs, hardware or software. So yeah, that's the main reason, but there are a lot of logic and consideration behind it.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought I was offline for a second.